Yo boys, it's DJ Power here. Welcome to a new filming location featuring the Miata. Now look, this is the garage, all right? This is where it happens, all right? But it's nighttime, baby. So you can see the title already. You already know what the fuck gonna happen.
I love Israel.
Let's just go over this really quick. I got a nice modded 42. Shut the fuck up, garage. I got a nice modded, serrated 42 Springer. It's on bushings. It's kind of sick as fuck. I'm a big fan of this guy. So, yeah. And then this one is on. This one is proxying. It's just regular ass 42 Springer T-latch. So it's nice. These are minty boys. Especially this one. This one is fucking clean. This is one of the nicest 42 T-latches I've ever seen. So, but yeah, let's move on from those guys. I know you see these as well. I'm gonna be recording these at the same time and uploading them separately. No! But let's talk Orcas, yeah? Let's do this fucking video already. So, this knife, as some of you know, is on loan to me at the moment. It is not mine. It is a very nice person who is letting me use this knife. And I don't remember if they were okay with me sharing their name or not.
What the fuck do you want?
Hey, so, okay, no, listen, shut up, listen. So, Orca video, can I, like, say that you let me borrow
Can
it,
you
or?
leave me the fuck alone?
No,
I
but, like,
told
just,
you not to call me again. I swear to fucking God, Jack, I'm going to block your
I
number.
just need to know
I'm
if I
going to
can,
fucking block you. Shut the fuck up. Don't call me again. I already told you this. I
can
don't want to talk to you.
can I just put in a video that you let me borrow the Orca
Can
for
you
the,
shut the fuck up? Can you leave?
so is that a yes?
Among Us.
So
He was
this
the
is the part of the
imposter.
video where I give the shout out, and it's like
Can you
this is
shut
the
the fuck up,
shut
Jack?
up.
Leave.
This is
Jack.
Get out of here.
Travis. This is
Jesus
Can you
Christ.
shut
Travis.
the
He's
fuck
the
up,
guy
please?
who's
I'm
You're
Orca
really
I'm
fucking
borrowing.
annoying.
It's
I'm
his
Holy
going
shit, you always
Orca.
fucking join
I need
our
to
Travis,
ban this
boom,
guy.
his
I
ad's
forgot to
right
ban
here.
this.
This
I
is his
forgot to
ad.
I
Go
forgot
follow
to
Jack.
Saucy
ban this dude.
Unicycle on
Holy
Instagram.
shit.
And then the
I
other
need
one in
to
the call
I'm
is
I
Jory,
fucking
I
who
need to
hated
asked me to
that.
ban
review
him. Fuck.
segregation, and that's Fortnite. Here's his at for Instagram. He's not in the video, but fuck him. Did they just fucking ban me? Let's start with the easiest one to talk about, this guy. This is the Sandwich Orca clone on bearings. And it pretty much has PDN handles. If you don't know what the PDN is, it's made by Turbo Jackalope on Instagram. It's a cool knife made by a really, really cool dude. Big fan of Casey. Shout out to him. But this is pretty much his handle design with an Orca trainer blade. I did try to get an Orca trainer for the video, but nobody wanted to let me borrow one, and the people who didn't outright say that I couldn't borrow theirs just ignored me, so that's cool. Or I'm blocked by them, one or the other. But this thing does flip really good. It is neutral to a tad bit handle bias. Still fans really good, as you can see. Flips just fine. If you're not a fan of bearings, I would— shut the fuck up! Dude, come on, man, really? Okay, sorry about that. I fucking hate leaf blowers. If you don't like bearings, I probably would stay away from this, as it really does give you a heavy bearing feel, as they're not the smoothest bearings I've ever felt. They are even below max A standards. Like, these are very clearly steel cage bearings, and they're not very good. The flipping experience is still good. If this was on bushings, I'd probably recommend it to a few people, but it's not good enough. I just wouldn't. It isn't Loctited because I'm fucking lazy, so yeah. Safe handle is kind of staying, but the bite handle is very loose. So here's tolerances. So there's sound test. It really does flip pretty good, but I also don't mind bearings. I'm okay with bearings. And the balance, I don't hate it because it does give you nice sticky rollovers while giving you really nice consistent flowing fans. So I don't hate it, but it's not bad. Now, regarding who makes these, because it is a little confusing, I believe the one makes the sandwich one, and I believe Arm Shark makes the channel one. Now, with that, let's go straight into the channel one. The channel one did come with one of those little bite indicators that Arm Shark makes, so I do believe it is made by them. Other tells that it is them is the fact that the hardware is M2.5, I believe. The one only ever really uses M3, unless it's a really, really old product. The diameter of the pivots is also different. The one usually likes to stay with the same diameter while changing the length to accommodate whatever thickness the knife is. The bushing system is also different. It's the same kind of bushing system that OSP uses, where the bushing is very oversized and lays in between the washers. So you wear down the bushing before you wear down the washers. It's a bit of a different system. I don't like it. Most people don't prefer it because it's just not as good. Regarding how this thing flips, it's very, very, very nice. It gives you a nice experience, as the channel feel is very, very, very solid. This thing could definitely take a beating, guaranteed, and he would live. The pinless system, I've been flipping this pretty consistently for about 2 weeks to about a month. And I mean, the handle gap is still definitely there. The open is about the same out of box. The closed is a little teensy tiniest bit closer than it was out of box. Now I bet you heard it already, but the sound. The blade does in fact hit the inside of the channel on the bite handle. So it's loud as fuck, but I don't hate it. I actually kind of like the sound. It reminds me of like a older Bally's, like a BB Barfly maybe. I don't hate it, doesn't bother me. I kind of like the sound profile because it does do the ringy a little bit. The balance, very, very neutral to slight handle bias. Definitely less handle bias than the sandwich one, but definitely still a little bit there that you notice it. Thankfully all this tip weight is here, so fanning is still beautiful. So that's good. Tolerances, let me try and tighten this guy up a little bit. The screws will strip on you, like immediately. Please get replacement hardware for this knife if you really, really want it. If you really want it, and everything I say doesn't dissuade you from getting it, replace these fucking screws. There is no exception. These screws suck, they're very shallow, they're T8, they're trash. You strip them in 5 fucking minutes. Everyone who owns them has strip screws on these. You must replace them, no exception. Here's tolerances. So yeah, it's nice. Tuning will definitely help with how often the bite handle does hit the inside of the channel. I have noticed that there have been a few occasions where the safe handle has hit the inside of the channel, I believe around here. It doesn't hit often, but it does sometimes, so keep that in mind. It might do it over time. If you beat this, it 100% will lose its handle gap a little more, and it will slap more often. It will be louder. Easy solution, just throw some foam in the handles where it's hitting contact, and if you really want that foam to never go anywhere, crazy glue it in, because fuck it, it's a beater. So, that's that. Price point on both of these guys is about $100. They're about the same price, but they're both good. Now, let's talk about how they differ from the real thing. The real thing is definitely better. I'm not gonna fucking go around the bush like that. However, this is not 10 times better. These are $100. These retail for about $1,000. And don't get me started on the secondary, which can go anywhere from 1.2 to 1.4. So, it's not that much worth it. It's good. It feels good in the hands. Sounds nice. Best Orcas are the beat ones, so beat Orcas are the ways to go, as they give you a little more handle play. They just feel better. Now with these, the channel gap, or the channel widening, is so much that it wiggles that much that you can actually fucking hear it wiggling in the handles, and it barely taps. Ow, that was the bite. I don't think I cut myself, but here's play, which is worse than both the clones. But, this guy doesn't really compare, so let's put him over there. These two, however, let's talk about them. So, you can already see, if we go down a little bit, you can see that the handles on this guy are a little wider, in terms of wide. I don't know, my brain's not really working. But these handles are skinnier. And in terms of thickness, the clone is a teensy bit thinner. So overall, the handles aren't as thick on the clone, which some will view as a positive, some view as a negative. What is something to definitely keep in mind is the fact that the clone is significantly heavier. I don't exactly remember how much the actual Orca weighs. And we're about to have another fucking alien moment, aren't we? And I'm not gonna fucking pretend like I do. Thank fucking God you saved yourself for once. But I believe they're around 4.6, 4.7 ounces. I can't fucking deal with myself. The clone, on the other hand, is around 5.1 to 5.2. So there is a significant difference. Enough that some people would not want to flip this, as it would be too heavy and too uncomfortable for them to flip. It doesn't bother me. I don't mind heavier flippers as long as they actually flip good and have a good enough balance. This, to me, is good enough to quantify flippable, at least for me. It's not like swinging a fucking coffee table around your fingers or anything, but it's definitely a bit hefty. The Orca, the actual Orca, is definitely lighter, but still nice. Flips good. Has a nice, slightly blade bias balance. It's good. Now, with the live blade coming out for the Orca clone soon, I would assume that the balance is going to be more similar to the real thing, but not by much, because there is so much weight in the handles, because it's grade 4 titanium instead of grade 5 like the real thing. I'm gonna be straight up. If you can't tell the difference between the real thing and the clone, you pretty much deserve to be scammed.
I just want to talk to him.
It is so blatantly obvious, and even with the live blade coming out, I can guarantee you they're not going to do these milling lines on the blade, or on the bevel. And even if they did, if you still can't tell it apart, you're fucking... You deserve to be scammed, because you have the inlay in the blade here, and you have it saying S35VN and the number, the serial number. I can guarantee you that the clone is not going to have that. So again, if you can't discern that, then you deserve to be scammed. Even more if you buy the trainer one. Overall, I wouldn't recommend the sandwich one to most people. I think if you want something that's a teeny bit hefty with a slight handle bias, but still neutral enough to fan, and you like bearings, then go for it. You know what I mean? Fuck it. If it fits your preference, then go for it. The channel one, I think, is pretty good as long as you're okay with a hefty flipper with the 5.1 to 5.2 ounces, with neutral to slight handle bias and still being able to fan good. If you really don't fit these criteria, and these are knives that don't sound good, but they look good, don't buy it, please, because then, you know, like, then you come to me and you're like, I don't like it, and you recommend it. Shut the fuck up, okay? That has happened too many fucking times, and we're not doing that. Fuck. We're not doing that. So yeah. Orca, pretty good. Clone, pretty good. That's about it, I guess. I think. Why is the light not on? I just realized the fucking garage light isn't on. Hello? Can you turn on? Hello?
Hello? Hi.
You turn on, please? Fucking thing. We're gonna do the cool thing called press the garage button. We're gonna press the garage button. Look at the garage button. Oh, wow. And then it opens. Oh my God, that's so... And then it that's so crazy, guys. I didn't think that was possible. But yeah, that's about it, boys. So I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
We'll be right back.